Hello, I'm Daniel, and welcome to the Emunah Project. We here at the Emunah Project are continuing in our series of videos with respect to inspiration, education, information, guidance, advice, and I'm continuing in my series of very short introductions to some of the luminaries of Jewish literary history, the commentaries, the sages, the great people, the righteous people. And we did a video on Rashi, a medieval commentator about 1,000 years ago. 100 years later, approximately, the Ramban, Rabbi Moses ben Maimon. Now, 100 years later, the Ramban, Rabbi Moses ben Nachman. Now, remember these names, Ramban, they're acronyms of the person's name. In this case, Ramban, Rabbi Moses ben Nachman. He lived from 1194 to 1270. He was a leading medieval commentator, philosopher, physician, and a Mekubal, a Kabbalist, and a religious commentator. His commentaries to the Torah are outstanding. He was born and lived had most of his life in Girona, that's in the northeast corner of what is now Spain, in the province of Catalonia. He was the rabbi of Girona and the chief rabbi of Catalonia. He's probably most famous for his participation in the Disputation at Barcelona. This is a debate held between the church, represented by Pablo Cristiani, may his name be blotted out, and the Ramban, who was defending Judaism against the charges of the church. It was held before King James of Aragon. It was in 1263. King James pronounced that the Ramban was the winner. He gave him 300 gold pieces as a prize, as a reward. The church was not happy. I think we could put that mildly. They were not happy. They forced the king actually to expel the Ramban, and the Ramban went to Israel. And he was an important figure in the reestablishment of Jerusalem after the destruction by the Crusaders in 1099. He spent the last years of his life there. And the Ramban, his perception, his arguments, his points of view, his way of cutting through problems and explaining things clearly and rationally is rarely paralleled in Jewish history. And Judaism owes the Ramban a great debt for his knowledge and also his sacrifices. The Jewish community in Spain was worried that he was doing so well that pogroms would start and that the church would impose them more. As a matter of fact, they urged the Ramban to stop the dispute, but King James insisted that he go on, and he won. The church, of course, said that no, they won, and they attacked the Ramban because although King James gave him freedom of speech during the debate, as a response to the church saying that they won, the Ramban felt compelled to publish his own account, and he didn't have freedom of speech for written things, and that's how the church convinced the king to have him expelled. The Ramban, one of the great shining leaders, and not only a religious leader, but in terms of education, and a true defender of the faith. We're going to be doing more videos along these lines. Please come back, please watch, please learn. And until next time, on behalf of the Emunah Project, I'm Daniel, and thank you too much.